What the hell is up, sports buds people? It's your wrestling bud, Joe. And this weekend, we saw the WWE Royal Rumble, and yet we are going to talk to you about the most rigged event of the weekend, the AFC Championship game. With me also is the man himself, Chris Billings, and Jalen Hurts' biggest fan, Tony Reyes. How's everybody doing?
Terrible, Joe. I don't
Yeah,
want
this
to be
shit
here.
fucking sucks.
I should have went to bed. I should have watched The Last of Us.
Yeah, that actually would have been the better call. I mean, all right, let's just break it down. First off, the extra play. What are we doing here? I mean, the Chiefs literally got a free play from the referees, and I can't comprehend, because usually in those plays, like, all the refs are like running, going, "Oh wait, stop,
Well, no,
stop!"
there was
whistle known to man.
video. There was video of the ref running out there, and I was like, I get it. I see that. But the punt team was out there. Like, that fucking
Right.
play happened. Like, ah.
And then towards the end, we get, first off, Tony Romo. I mean, him and Chris Collinsworth, good God, the school of Mahomes worship is just insane. And I did this video that you guys kind of called me crazy about when I was discussing about how rigged the NFL is. And all I did was report facts of the fact that the NFL has official financial sponsorships with sports books. And we saw it today. We saw books being cooked today. You cannot deny that something was happening today, guys.
I can't. I wanted to be a doubter. I wanted to be objective, but I watched it with my own eyes today of just like mind-numbing like calls.
Mm-hmm.
That
The
clearly
grounding call, the running back is right in front of him. That wasn't grounding. The running back was right in front of him. Was not grounding. There was a roughing on
the
Burrow.
passer during that
in the
play.
end zone, and then Tony Romo is like, "Oh, Gene, it's just tough love, Gene. He's like Michael Jordan and Larry Bird." And first off, Tony Romo, you fucking nincompoop. No one said Clyde Drexler was better than Jordan. No one. Okay. I have watched the full broadcast of that shrug game where he hits the 6 threes. There was like some talk of Drexler almost being on Jordan's level, but no one was talking about Clyde Drexler like he was better than Michael Jordan. That's just not a thing. And then he starts calling him Magic Johnson. The dude's just pulling NBA players out of his ass.
How you doing, Tony?
I really wanted overtime in that game. I really wanted overtime. Really did.
I would, yeah, like I would have accepted that. I would have been like, okay, like probably shouldn't have been in this position, but here we are. But no, it just continual call for the Chiefs, calls that I wasn't seeing the Bengals getting. I'm being objective.
Several holding calls.
I realize I'm wearing a Broncos shirt here, and it sounds like I'm just being a homer, but I really am. I called Joe crazy. I was like, you're a fucking
You called me a
loon.
madman.
Yes. Like, and he's 100% correct.
I'm going to save that clip for future use right there if you call me right. I mean, I don't want to be right in this situation. I would love to think that professional athletic competition is exactly that, a competition. But when you do take into the fact that the NFL does have skin in the game with the actual partnerships with sports gambling, which, by the way, that should be illegal. I think the government really should genuinely look into the fact where sports leagues are partnering up with sports books, because there's money in this, right? And the NFL is a money-making organization at its core, right? They'll be like, "Oh, we support the troops, so buy our $70 camo gear. Oh, we support women, but we'll have a sexual predator and Deshaun Watson play. But also buy our pink gear, where it's your favorite gear, but pink." It's a money-making league, right? That's what we're doing nowadays. It's all capitalized, right? You're paying millions and millions of dollars for 30-second spots of commercials. All these teams have official partnerships with sports books. Sports gambling is blowing up, and it's going nowhere. So to think that those greedy NFL owners don't have skin in the game, to think that they weren't making a couple calls to make sure that Mahomes and his bullshit left ankle, that's not a thing anymore, or his right ankle, whatever he's fucking faking, It's all bullshit. It's narrative because it adds to the story. We just saw the best storytelling in the world with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline yesterday. So the NFL's trying to take a cue. Okay, let's build up our own story. Mahomes, oh, he's on one leg, Jeem. Look at this effort, Jeem. Oh my God, Mahomes on his one leg, even though he's running around fine. And then after the play, he's like, oh shit, gotta sell it, gotta sell it, gotta sell it. And then he plays and he's running around fine. It's all a work, brother. It's all a work.
And where I'd push back on you is like, yes, they probably want to get like the teams that are going to get the ratings, the QBs that are going to get ratings. That's always been the NFL. What I'd say, like now it's different, is like that you do have all this betting going into it. Like I'd say the NFL needs to protect that, and that's where I differ from you. Is now like with the gambling element in there, like you need to have full-time refs, plain and simple. Like you need to tighten up the officiating game because this is having like impact in terms of millions of dollars.
Refs need to also do press conferences at the end of the game. We need accountability. We need to question these guys. And the NFL needs to stop fining coaches and players for criticizing the ref because they need to be held accountable because this impacts the game.
That's once again probably something I disagree with you. Like refs are under an incredible amount of stress out there, and yes, you're gonna push back and say so are the athletes, but like I've seen refs perform at every level, and people just naturally fucking hate them, are constantly on their ass, like, and so like to put them out there in the limelight as well on top of it, like who the hell would want that job? It's like I'd rather go work at the DMV.
They tried replacing the refs. Remember that? It didn't go good.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Like the replacement season, I don't know if it's as bad as what we've seen.
What was the worst call? The Fail Mary or the extra play that the Chiefs got today?
At no point today did I think the Bengals were going to win that game.
Oh, I said once I saw the Burrowhead shit and then the mayor going, oh, Mahomes is the son of Burrow, I was like, oh, the Chiefs are going to win for sure. But not in this manner, though, to where it's just, okay, these are obviously wrong calls that are benefiting the Chiefs. Burrow's not getting any of these calls. The grounding shouldn't have been grounding. The late hit shouldn't have been a late hit. There were so many things that were happening pro Chiefs and against the Bengals that
Well, it didn't help on top of it that you just had Tony Romo just like overtly just fawning over this guy after we've already had Collinsworth do that in the playoffs.
And then that last drive, he's constantly talking through the mentality of what Steve Spagnuolo is going to do. Constantly thinking what the Chiefs defense is going to do to counter the Bengals, not necessarily thinking or explaining what he thinks the Bengals should do to counter the Chiefs defense. No, he was exclusively calling it like he's a Chiefs broadcaster.
Yeah,
that's
like
Tony Romo. He gets these low affair with quarterbacks. Like
that's your boy, dude.
He said the same thing about when he was like calling the Dolphins-Bills game, and he was all in love with Josh Allen like 2 weeks ago.
True, he did have that game. But like you have Joe Burrow on the other side, though.
Right.
It's not like he's playing Chad Henne. Like, come on, like the 3rd and 16 from Burrow was fucking amazing, and like Romo kind of was just like, eh.
I don't know, Gene.
Yeah, like Mahomes will like scramble out of the pocket and like ground it, and Romo will be like, "Oh, just stellar,
what an incomplete pass."
Yeah, like that's thinking ahead of the game right there, Jim. Jim.
You got to say it with like 19 E's.
What a Super Bowl matchup.
Bad football Sunday. I thought that the stinkers had left us from last weekend, but they did not. No, these games were pretty bad today. Watched basically a 5th string quarterback out there for the Niners. Chiefs
Broncos
getting
legend Josh Johnson.
Yeah. Oh, good. I honestly think Steve Young could have went out there and looked better.
Yep, agreed. Agreed.
He did not look good, and that's the reason why you were a 5th stringer, basically.
So is Jalen Hurts better than Gardner Minshew, Tony?
Not yet. Did you see that performance today? See that performance? God,
But I
come
thought they were playing. I thought they were playing the best defense in the league.
15 completions for
You
100
gotta be fucking
yards?
shitting me, dude.
That's running yards. Those are running back yards. 15 completions for 120 yards. Come on, man. He's bus driving. It's like not even close.
Oh, he's Kevin Durant now. Wow.
He's bus driving for sure. Like, look at that team. Look at that team. Look at that team.
Do the Eagles go to the Super Bowl if Gardner Minshew's the quarterback?
Probably.
No,
Oh,
no. Come on,
Who
Dove
would've beat 'em?
Kleiman. Like,
Who would Daniel Jones have beaten them? That's a lot of hesitation.
but you're talking about the playoffs, though. You're talking
Yeah,
like
we
we're
are
talking about
talking
just
about
whole
the playoffs.
season. Like, and although they've had a cake schedule.
Look at you.
Cake
What's going on
schedule.
over there? Look at this. What's going on over there? Chris is confused.
Cake run through the playoffs, but no, Gardner
you only play the
Minshew.
teams on your schedule.
Pull it up.
And at the end,
Pull it up. Pull up that schedule. Pull it up. Tell me
well,
that.
pull it up. It's the Chiefs. So, okay. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, will you tell me that Jalen Hurts is better than Gardner Minshew?
Yes, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that
Okay.
if they win the Super
Okay.
Bowl.
That's on record. That's on camera.
There you
it's
go.
recorded.
Hey,
Okay.
I'll say it right now. We don't even have to have our Super Bowl show. Go Birds.
Yeah. No. We're picking Eagles. Yeah.
Fuck the Chiefs.
It has been a pretty cakewalk schedule there. It has been pretty fortunate, favorable breaks for them.
Speaking of fortunate breaks, the Chiefs. Do you think? I think the Super Bowl is going to also be very rigged in the Chiefs' favor. It's Mahomes' now. I mean, I think the Chiefs are going to win regardless. Like, I think Jalen Hurts is probably going to go for 280, 300 yards passing.
Oh, for Andy Reid to
touchdowns.
beat the team that he never won the Super Bowl with.
Yeah. Mahomes on one ankle, Jim.
Like, this script
who's
was
calling the Super
written.
Bowl this year?
We should have been smart enough 2 weeks ago to be like, oh yeah, this script's written. We know the ending to this.
This is the storyline that everyone's buying into.
Oh, it's Fox covering it. Who's Fox's number one commentary team this day and age?
Hey, shout out to Greg Olson. That dude
Oh, it is
legit.
Olsen. Okay, yeah.
Well, no, I don't think it's gonna
Or no,
be
get
him for
Olsen
the
in.
Super
Fuck it.
Bowl. Yeah, but like he's great. Listening
He's
to
what
him
we
today,
think Tony Romo is.
like yeah, the way he explains plays and whatnot, and like he informs you, which is like that's the primary job, is to inform you, and that's what he
No,
does.
I thought
and
it's
he
to
was great
jack
today.
off the quarterbacks.
No, that's Collinsworth and Romo now.
Team.
Romo, lay off the sauce before the games, dear Lord.
NFL's rigged. I'm just gonna go watch the Royal Rumble. That way I can watch something more authentic.
It is rigged. All right. I don't got anything else. I'm gonna get out of here and watch The Last of Us.
I'm gonna go cry, and then I'm gonna go play Grand Theft Auto and kill a bunch of people.
I'm gonna
go virtually.
That's not rigged.
Bunch of Chiefs, meth
Wait,
heads,
what, Tony?
most likely.
I'm gonna go pretend the NFL's not rigged.
Okay, pretend. Okay, cool. We were gonna have another 15 minutes of conversations if you said it wasn't. Okay.
Hey, Roger Goodell does it, and he makes a lot of money doing it. So, props to you,
And who's
Tony.
his boss?
The writers.
The gambling company.
Right, FanDuel, DraftKings.
All right, let's get out of here, folks. That was the post game. Chiefs suck. Good night.
Thanks for watching the Sports Buds. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.